Over the last few weeks, I've been super excited about getting some cute things done in my house, and I've started about 1,000,000 projects. And then I threw out my back and spent the better part of a week lying on a heating pad, watching the chaos engulf my house. Today, though, I'm feeling better, and frankly, I cannot live like this anymore. So let's get some stuff done, starting in the sunroom. Last time we were in here, I had just set up this side of the room. Consoles built, window inserts in, plants hung, and everything was looking pretty cute. And then I proceeded to not water anything while I was laid up, and the lime bush is looking rough. I think I may have killed it. The fiddly fig was looking pretty bad too, so I hacked it way back. I did manage to get a grow light and the humidifier set up, so I'm really hoping these little dudes bounce back. This room is looking pretty trashed, so I think my first order of business is just to tidy up a little bit, put everything where it goes, and see where we end up. It's a real bummer to be laid up at any time, but especially when the house is looking like the middle of a makeover show. Chronic pain flares are part of my life sometimes, but this one laid me out. The good news is I know how to handle it now. I just need to rest, do a little stretching, move around a little bit more each day until I'm feeling better. It is annoying, but really all you can do is take it easy until it passes, because it always does. Once the bulk of the tidying is done, I'm on to my next project, which is cleaning the insides of these windows. I'm using newsprint to clean these windows. That works better than just about anything else to make sure you don't get any streaks. And I have to get these cleaned because I want to put my window inserts up next. It's funny, cleaning these windows has been on my to-do list for literally weeks, maybe months. And I keep putting it off, but it's one of those things that once you get started, it really doesn't take that long. I think I had all of these done in less than an hour. And then I figured once I had the table pulled away from the wall would be a good time to give it a good sweep and a mop back there before I put all the furniture back later. This is one of those projects where it gets worse before it gets better. Everything's in disarray, but we are going to take care of it. Just keep the faith. Now the windows are clean, all on the insides and even a couple of the outsides, the ones I could reach. So I'm going to put in the rest of these window inserts. I talked about these a couple of weeks ago. These are basically a vinyl film that is stretched across a frame that's surrounded with a bunch of foam, and these are made to order to fit your windows. They really make a big difference in terms of not letting the drafts in, blocking some noise, and just making it feel much cozier. And as you can see, they take very little effort to get them in. You just gotta kind of get one end situated, and then you can push the other sides in as well. Got several more of these to do along the front of the house as well. And I am excited to see what kind of impact these might have on our gas bill, because I tell you what, this drafty 120-year-old house with original windows, the gas bill was kind of nutsy cuckoo last winter. So I'm hoping that these at least pay for themselves this season. The next thing I want to try in here is seeing if I can use these IKEA console tables I have instead of these plant stands. I really like these tables. I used to have them behind my sofa in my old house, and I think they're cute, and I really could use a little bit of extra storage in this room. We don't have much in the way of closed storage in here, and there is some ugly stuff that we have to find a place for, like reusable shopping bags and random plant stuff. So I have these baskets that fit perfectly on the second shelf that I'm thinking will be good for that storage that I need. Now that I've moved this in here, I'm not sure I love it. It looks a little crowded. Let me try it on the other side. See if I like it any better. I don't love it over here either. It just feels a little crowded, and look, can't get into my shoes. So I guess we'll go back to the plant stands, and maybe I'll take a minute to clean them because they're a little filthy. Now we are going to put up some grow lights. These are just a couple of regular little light fixtures that I got, and I'm using grow bulbs in them. They work really well. I would not say they're strong enough to grow seedlings or anything like that, but they do give the plants a nice boost during the grayest months of the year. And I'll link what I'm using in the description. I like how these light fixtures have the electrical cord wrapped in jute twine, because usually if I had to hang something from an electrical cord like this, I just have this ugly cord hanging down that I'd have to do something with. But this doesn't look that bad, and yeah, there's nothing to it. Just plug it in and there you go. Now we get to hang some plants. Each of them gets a saucer so that when I water it, excess water can drain out without dripping everywhere. And you know, this was a real trial and error process. I had many competing ideas on my mind as I decided where to hang each plant. For instance, in a few minutes, I end up moving this zigzag cactus to be a little closer to the humidifier because it likes humidity. I'm also trying to find the right vessel for each plant. This Philodendron Brazil was a perfect match for the ceramic hanger that I had on hand, but some of them were a little trickier to match up. Plus, I cut about 15 minutes of me trying to untangle the threads of this planter. Now I decide to hang my ginormous marble queen pothos, and my biggest concern at this point is whether the curtain rod will be strong enough to hold her. So far, so good. I also want to make sure she's getting the right amount of light. I've had a hard time finding a really good spot for her since we moved to this house. I've either given her too much or not enough, so I'm hoping that the gentle morning sun she gets hanging here will end up being just right for her. As I hang these plants, I'm also untangling a lot of hangers, picking off dead leaves, doing a bit of pruning, wiping down dirty pots, pinning long vines to the soil so they can root in and grow fuller, finding the right saucer to fit each pot. It was a bit of a complex puzzle I was solving here, and it did take me a minute. Plus, there was another round of tidying and cleaning when it was all over, because anytime you do anything with plants, it makes a bit of a mess. But I think the end result was worth it. Well, friends, I am a bit sweaty and pretty spent, but we made huge progress on the sunroom today. Take a look. This is where we started. Random boxes, shoes, pots, cables, and filth that you can't really see from this angle. And this is where we ended up. So much cleaner and tidier and brighter. All the plants look so happy, and I know I am going to pass many happy hours in this room as well. Of course, there are more things I want to do. I have some cords to manage. Some of my plant hangers I'm not in love with, but I feel really good about the progress we made today. This room has had the chaos vanquished, and that was the goal. Before I let you go, though, I want to give you a sneak peek of what has been going on upstairs. The last time we were in this room, it was looking dark, it was looking green, and yes, quite chaotic. But look where we're at now. We painted, we took all the crap out of the room, and yes, it's just sitting in other rooms, but that will be sorted soon. And check out this new light fixture. Clearing out this room was how I hurt my back, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it was worth it. So thank you for spending some time with me again this week, my friends. I hope it was as good for you as it was for me to see all of these little projects getting done. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe so you can follow along with the rest of the transformations that are coming in the art studio and in other spaces in the house. In the meantime, have a wonderful week, stay hydrated, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.